of a larger cold. His death has struck a nerve and sparked anger not only in Minneapolis but across the country. In New York, a city still on lockdown, many are making their voices heard despite the risks of the pandemic. The street in San Jose, California, filled with protesters. And take a look at this scene in Atlanta. The anger goes from coast to coast. But many watching the violent and destructive images in parts of Minneapolis are asking why. How is this a constructive way to express your frustration? Our Steve Osinsami takes a look at the history of unrest in this country.
To many Americans, it doesn't make sense. Why would you burn down businesses and set fire to the streets?
No peace! No peace!
And in your own neighborhoods.
California's governor has declared a state of emergency for Los Angeles to curb the violence.
White Americans were asking these same questions in the late 1960s as these heartbreaking images of fire and fury beamed into their homes. And they're asking those same questions tonight.
We must confront our shortcomings with both humility as well as hope. We must restore the peace so that we can do this hard work together.
When Black Americans were rioting in the 1960s, many were still attending segregated schools, were kept from registering to vote in the South, and still couldn't sit at white lunch counters. The execution of the greatest civil rights leader this country has ever seen only added gas to the flames. And this was the eruption in Miami.
2 hours has been a raining of bricks and bottles and cans, and you can see in the background some of the debris. These persons here were determined to drive the white cops out of the area.
It, too, was violent.
Dad would not have wanted it to happen this way, but over 100 cities, over 100, went up in flames between that period of April 4th to April 8th or 9th when he was actually buried. Again, when people are frustrated and have no outlet and have lost hope, that is what happens. And people are beyond tired of going beyond disrespect.
The oldest son of Dr. Martin Luther King says he does not condone the violence and the looting happening on American streets this evening, but he certainly understands it.
It's an inhumane way of treating people. People are looking for humanity. Where is the humanity? Where was the humanity of this police officer who took his knee and the man, it's a different discussion if the man hadn't said anything, but he's begging for relief. Where's your humanity?
I'm seeing on a lot of people's Facebook pages like, what good does it do to burn down neighborhoods, much less your own neighborhoods? What do you say to those people who ask those questions today?
Violence is the language of the unheard. That's what my father said. That was true when he said it, and it's true today. When people feel like they have no recourse, it is the lowest level that they operate on. So while I would not ever condone violence, ever, I do understand the emotions